that's just timed too. That's even worse. Yay. Oh, no, 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 no. Hola, mis amigos. Retro Gaming Live TV. Yo soy Drumboardist. Este es Mr. Vengeance Upgrade. Dos pistolas ingobernables. There, then I'll get that stupid Duolingo bird off my back. Hi, Drumbo here. Here's a crappy Flash game. Good stuff. All that jazz. It's a first-person shooty bang-bang thing made in Flash. And I actually had to resize the window smaller to make it run like at a normal speed. So yeah, no, that's what we got going on here. And the original estimate was 40 minutes and 35, and I found new tech. So if I'm lucky, I might actually get sub 20. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's jam. So, plot line. Well, the previous games is, you're a hitman shooting a bunch of, like, thugs and guys in a building, and, like, you got conked on your head, and then you wake up in this place, and suddenly there's zombies. So, we're going to be taking out zombies now. The third Mr. Vengeance game is, like, a proper, like, kind of cool but also very janky horror game, which I should have been doing, frankly, instead of this, except I just hate the last boss. And then some other studio grabbed, like, all of the assets from that, and then they turned on the lights. Yeah, they turned on all the lights, they colored things in, they added in some of their own monsters, they added in a final gun, and finally they put in RPG elements where you're able to buy upgrades to your stats, well, your health and armor, and also just the further guns in the game. You're able to buy more of those and power them up. Definitely strange. And this is fine. Okay, yeah, as long as I have enough for 4 zombies, that should be good. Yeah, lights are dumb. Who likes lights? Great, I can get one more zombie. That little extra bit of money. There we go. Now I'm out of bullets. That's fine. I'll let you see the animation. Uh-oh. So you take off running another. You're hiding behind a cabinet and they're all coming for you. You can hit the more money button, and now we have, as per the title of the category, Dos Pistolas Ingobernables. You are not supposed to have the Colt at the start of the game, but we do, and it is very powerful. At least it's very powerful at the, the start of the game. This pretty much just gets us through this area onto the first hallway, or the first elevator. And from then on, we're pretty much just going back to the first pistol because it is just busted how powerful it is. Oh yeah, the Colt can shoot through things. Little busted. Little things like that really brought down the time of the game. I'm also trying to not have this big, giant arm of his out in the middle of the screen because it helps reduce lag. As you can see, yeah, there's 2 guns that have piercing damage, this and a shotgun, and the shotgun's not very good. I mean, it's very slow, you only get 2 shells. Pretty big blast radius and decent damage, but its other big thing is that it pierces, so it just isn't that great otherwise, from like a DPS standpoint. So you're going to wind up using... Whoop, missed that shot. Lag spike cost me my shot. Hey, buddy. So, yes, what are we talking about? Next year, I think I'll run actual just Mr. Vengeance 3, so you can see a proper, like, final boss fight. There's a lot of plot, and you gotta skip through a lot of stupid stuff. So I liked routing out how to do this quickly, because it's kind of fun like that. Oop. Could you shoot the guy, please? Thank you. Okay, great. Wonderfully done. One more group. I can pierce these. Hello, lag. See, that's why I gotta keep that cursor down at the bottom of the screen. If I didn't resize this window to be as small as it is, it would be much, much, much slower, which is why the estimate was, like, literally twice what the runs are now. These guys were created for this game. They're not in Vengeance 3. And it's a little interesting addition. Let's have these guys, and yes, you can shoot the knife. If you can shoot them to interrupt their throwing animation, you can actually kill them before they manage to get the knife out. Well, he still got the knife out. Okay. I'm a liar then. Yeah, accuracy, not great. I also have like, I don't know, 4 other games, Flash games open right now. They're all idle games, so those are also running at the same time. Probably not a good idea to be doing those. I guess I'll just take that. I keep calling them knives. They're not knives. They're throwing, what you call it? Meat cleavers at you. Nope. I did want this gun here. That guy didn't even die. The cleavers are only going to be doing 10 damage, so it's not like I'm worried about dying to them or anything. Yeah, see, it's nothing. As long as I manage to clear you guys out, we're fine. But eventually, this pistol, the damage goes up, the amount of ammo that you have goes up, your fire speed, your reload speed, and because it's the starter pistol, logically, there's going to be oh, I forgot to reload that pistol first. Oh well. Yeah, the starter gun gets so obscenely powerful that it's kind of hilarious. Also because of how cheap it costs to upgrade it. So that's what we do. All right, groups on the right, and then knife thrower on the left. Yeah. There we go. And elevator. But before you go to the elevator, it is customary to shoot the couch. You gotta. It's the law. No particular reason. Just, it's the law. So, yeah, the more money button was supposed to actually take you to, what, Legends of Flash, where you could, like, buy their tokens or whatever, but that doesn't exist anymore, so you can just mash the button and have another window open, and it'll just keep trying to open up a window to nothing, but you get the money. Oop, I didn't actually reload there like I thought I had. I'm just going to take those hits to the face. I keep forgetting it's only 2 hits now. This guy's going to get a Colt to the face. Because why not? Oop. So we're starting to see the upgraded versions of enemies. As you can see, the blue pants means they got double the health. Oops. Man, I am all over the place terrible today. Oh well. Should probably get that off the screen. Get the gun off the screen. Thank you. So I can go a little faster. Great, so we can buy more upgrades to the singular pistol. I could buy a shotgun, but I'm not going to because, again, dos pistolas ingobernables. So now we're already doing enough damage to one-shot everything yet again. Normally by now you'd have you'd have the pistol, you'd have the Colt, you'd have the shotgun. You probably would have upgraded your health and arm a little bit, and everything is just so much slower, as opposed to, all right, you know what, starter pistol, pretty good. It's one of those games where you should just upgrade that sucker, nothing else. I could be using the Colt, but now it's doing like a third the damage that this pistol is, so I'm going to keep using that. You can also see just how fast you reload. Again, there's that big giant arm. I don't understand it, but that's what he do. Look, it curls way, way out there. Dude, what is wrong with your arm? You do more damage to enemies, not from headshots. It's the further up on the sprite that you could still successfully hit them, the more damage it does. And there's like a maximum amount of damage that the gun will do, and then it just goes down further and further. Like you shoot him in the foot, you're doing 2 damage. Don't do that. So this gun's capping out at like 50 damage right now, and I'm trying to get as close to the top of everything's head so that, you know, more damage. Less bullets having to be used, less shots wasted, all that good old jazz. Yeah, his arm is just, it's a boomer. It's a gun attached to a boomerang. Also, the money flying into the gun, or the reticle, not helpful on the lag. Alright, so slowly making it up this time right here. Come on. Pull up the iPad. I don't know what it's supposed... I don't know why you have an iPad with the map and everything, but just go with it. So this is the game. Doesn't really have like a cool proper end boss. There is a final boss, which is the entire thing that we are focusing towards getting to. It's just a reskin of a regular enemy, which is kind of sucks because there were other like cool enemies in Vengeance 3, like other larger zombies that came at you with a fire axe that they just didn't include. Instead, they put in their knife throwing guys here, which, I mean, nice inclusion, but where's the other guys? Also in Vengeance, like, some of these walls just get busted down and these big fat guys would then, like, just start pouring out of them, which was pretty cool because you're like, oh no, what just happened? You turn and look and they just fall out of the, the ceiling and start walking towards you and try to clap your head. It's literally their attack. I'm not trying to make a weird sex joke or anything. Alright, I might have been, but we're just going to ignore it anyways and move on. Okay, Stealthy Boy is going to show up after the two big boys. Yeah, like in Vengeance 3, you turn this corner and the entire ceiling drops down, and there's 3 of them and immediately start walking at you. And there's also zombies that will start teleporting all over. If it's your first time playing it, you're like, wow, this is really good. And then further plays, you're like, God, this is boring. Just get to the end already. So I can try and fight the boss and get really frustrated because the aiming is wonky, or the hitboxes are terrible on like the projectiles that she throws at you. Just terrible. It becomes like health management on the final boss. That's not cool. We don't like that. Gotta shoot that couch. That couch knows what it that couch knows what it did. Yeah, I like the load-bearing zombies. Those are the best kind. All right, let's go on into the thingy here and get us some more money. That's a good amount. Yeah, 9's pretty much where I always wind up at with the singular pistol for this section. And please enjoy one of the few times that there's music in this game. Yeah, the gun reloads even faster now, by the way. That's the reload. And sometimes when an enemy is dying, his little dying animation is still blocking the shot for the guy behind him. So I wish you could like apply piercing to other guns. I've been toying around with the idea of trying to figure out, like, would it be viable to try and upgrade the Colt at all to make these groups go down faster, but not really. I mean, given just how fast they die from the pistol anyways, I think I'm just going to go with whatever kind of gun this is. I'm not a gun person. I don't own a gun. I have a crossbow and a slingshot and a sling, which I think are still actually illegal in my city, so I probably shouldn't even admit to owning those. They still can propel a projectile at faster than 10 miles per hour, which I believe makes them illegal in city limits. So I don't own any of those things. I don't know what anybody is talking about. Now, the pistol is very powerful. Miz, I'll put it to you. Do we continue rolling with the crazy good pistol? Or do we go ahead and show off the gun that wasn't even in the previous game? They decided to make up a gun and add it to this. Do we want to have some silly fun? Because it costs about the same amount of money. Well, yeah, I think it costs a little bit more. But it's about the same as this pistol. Because right now you're pretty much supposed to be using an AK-47 on these guys. Which surprisingly doesn't pierce, so clearly they've never played Counter-Strike. Doesn't go through boxes or other enemies. Don't know why. But that's the end game weapon in that. Yeah, let's go ahead, because this isn't going to be like a world record or anything. This is just like the fun little showcase of a speedrun, and it's still going to be way underestimated. So we'll we'll go ahead and go for the we'll go for the special content, the stuff you didn't get in the original, the funny one. I might just buy like all the guns anyways, show them off. We'll just say it's an impromptu all guns run, which I think the last one of those that I did was like 30 minutes, so it will definitively be the world record. Let's say we'll do that. Okay, we're gonna turn this into an all guns run, which simply means you get all the guns and you shoot something with each of the guns, and then complete the game as fast as possible. Those are the rules, because of course it is. So essentially 100%. We're going to do that. Why not? We're changing it up. We are no longer dos pistolas ingobernables. That is old and busted. The new hotness, it's a chain gun. Like, why? You know what? I don't care. It's great. You know what isn't great is that my toilet has been running constantly. The float, like the top of the float that connects to the thing that shuts off the water, doesn't shut off the water anymore. It has this very finite little spray going right out the back of it, right out the back of the tank. So I've had to have it shut off when I'm not actually going to the bathroom. Otherwise, it's going to flood the bathroom. I ordered the new assembly. Amazon sent the photo. Here it is on your doorstep earlier today. I get home. It's not there. Someone stole. And you know, they opened it up and went, ooh, that was a mistake. We shouldn't have done that. Yeah. Bring it back, guys. You know I need this. By the way, so here's the money grind. Because you can just walk right in this door. Shoot him. Yeah, you got it, right? You just let them know once. Let them know that you mean business. Collect a ton of money. So if I'm getting all guns, I'm going to need a little bit more than 1,400. So let's say we'll play it by ear, but more than 1,400. I think 1,400 is enough for me to be able to get through this section of the game. And the amount of money that you actually get is random every time you do that. So you wind up with like a separate window of like Chrome or whatever your default is open that is constantly trying to open up a new link to Legends of Flash, and that doesn't exist. So by the time you're done, you've got all right, I finished one run of the game. I got 30 tabs open. Oh no. Yeah, the toilet part got porch pirated. It's terrible. I hate it. It was a little bit better. Someone also stole some shoes that I bought like a couple of weeks ago too. Like apparently they've just figured out, ooh, I can just take this guy's stuff. Like, if I see someone in this apartment complex walking around with those shoes that I know that I bought, that was great. I'm going to follow them back to their apartment with a hammer and break their toilet. That's how this is going to work, buddy. Let's do one more just for safety. One more just for safety. Shoot him. That's right. That's right. You know what you did. Ow. Great. Okay. So, let me see. Got a shotgun. Got an Uzi. Got an AK. Oh, that is only level 4. Oh, well. Okay, well, in order to be able to survive the last boss, I need to be able to take at least one hit of 500 hit points. So, okay, the game is good. We'll be able to complete it now. Let's go. So, I probably can somehow. I just didn't even think about that. But yeah, here we go. All right. So we gotta shoot other things. So here's that shotgun that I was talking about. Not great damage. Hey, look, I've got an Uzi. And again, you can upgrade all these so they actually do like respectable damage. This is the end game weapon from the previous one. A lot better damage. And we don't have to use any of those anymore. We have now used each weapon once to a certain amount of effect. And now we're just going to do this instead. Oh, it's hilarious. So somebody has stolen my shoes, and someone has stolen my ability to have a working toilet. Here's the real funny thing about it, is that I didn't realize it at first. Like, you just kind of hear the sound of, like, slow filling, which I thought that's what it was. So, you know, go jiggle the handle and shuts off for a little bit. And then you don't also realize there's this, like, someone letting air out of a tire. No, it was the very, very, very tiny little spray. So then you go into the bathroom the next morning and you realize there's a puddle on the floor, and you're like, what in the heck is going on? So you suss it out and you shut off the water. But the interesting thing about apartment complex, because I didn't notice at first, it's probably been going like that for like a week. I probably can, but it's also the weekend, or when I finally decided, order the part, because I was like, oh yeah, I need to get that part, was last night. I figured they're probably not doing much maintenance on the weekends, so I was like, I'm just going to do it. And of course, that's why I was annoyed when I got home and it was taken. But, good week, probably, of that extra water going off. So we just hit the start of a new month. So they sent out the bill where what they do is they take the total amount of water used for the building, and then divvy it up amongst all the tenants. I can't help but notice how our water bill went up like $30 compared to last month. Maybe you should bring that thing back to me, sir, because it's not even a $30 part, and I'll be saving all of you the money. This is what I talk about most of the time instead of actually playing video games and discussing the things that I am doing in the video game. I like to think it's something that people enjoy. God, look at both arms are that way. My goodness, man. And that's why we don't visit that doctor anymore, Chaozu. Alright, last regular group of mooks in the game, then we move on to the last elevator. Yeah, so I kind of did a little bit of a fudge around, play around, and bad RNG on the money. So we didn't hit the sub 20, but probably should still get a, I don't know, like a 2210? Maybe? I don't know. We'll say 2210. That's what I'm going to guess for. Oh, not enough for the next level of the gun. Whatever. We're just going to have crazy amount of hit points and let's go. Alright. So I'm going to vape and shoot things. If I hadn't bought those health ups when I was buying all the guns, that probably would have been enough to be able to afford the 5th rank of this. But 4th will be enough. They got 2 more big boys coming at you now. I gotta unload the entire clip into them, but that's fine. Last guy hits you for 500 a pop, and you got this big long walk up. So just try to get as close to the top of his actual hitbox as you can to maximize as much damage as you can. And then once he's actually in your face, you actually have to drop down because he will swing wildly and his head moves, as does the top of his hitbox there, like that. So yeah, we have enough life to get it down. Yeah! Woo! Okay, so I am glad that I bought those hit points. Woo! Oh, good stuff. So, slow motion. Slap. Where am I? Where are the zombies? Blah, blah, blah. It was only illusion. Who are you? None of that is going to matter because we didn't get a sequel, but that's time. Alright, so it was 30 seconds off. That's fine. Still a little bit under the estimate. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are probably looking at the screen and going, okay, but what's that? It's exactly what you think it is. And it's kind of hilarious. So, yeah, there's also a fast mode. You want to see what happens when you upgrade the pistol? You remember how fast that machine gun there was firing? Yeah, the pistol beats it out. It's hilarious. There's actually no way that I'm going to be able to get enough money fast enough to get it to the point where it shows that off, I don't think, but we'll give it a shot. I'll kill this last wave. I'll take the money. We'll see if it's enough of an upgrade. And we'll see if we can show off the stupidness. Or you could just not kill any of them. Wow, okay. Yeah, it makes you upgrade it anyways. $1! $1! Nice. $1 though. Okay, so how bad's the gun? Yeah, it's pretty much already as fast as the endgame gun. Yeah, oh well. So that's me. That is, I've been Drumboardist. Dos pistolas ingobernables. We didn't actually do that. We showed off all the guns. So what was that, like a 22-44? Let's actually check my splits real quick. Let's see if that is faster than 100%. Because if it is, then we can just say it's a world record. Yep. Previous run was 30-55. So, ladies and gentlemen, we threw away the double pistols. We did an all-guns run. That was the world record. There it is. Thank you. That's a wonderful way to cap off the night. It's 11:30, and I've been up since 4 a.m. So, I'm going to go ahead and go to bed now, which I believe is the next category. So, all right. Thanks, y'all.